Welcome to Google, everybody. Thanks for coming. And for folks watching on YouTube, thanks for joining us. My name is Liz Schwab. I'm on the public affairs team here, and we are thrilled to host Mass Innovation Nights number 75. Nice round number. Tonight we're talking about civic technology. And I think important, especially maybe for folks watching on YouTube, there was a line down the street here in Kendall Square to come up tonight, which is awesome, which means there's a lot of energy in civic tech right now. And in talking to folks outside while we were networking, I don't know if that would have been the case 5 years ago, right? There's a lot of energy in this space right now. It's really, really exciting. And I think we're just scratching the surface, which is even more exciting. So it's great to see startups working on this. It's great to see products and jobs, even more importantly. And that's all wonderful. That means it's maturing, right? At Google, we're working on a few things in this area. So if you've ever looked up your polling place on Google, it'll send you conveniently to the elementary school that you're supposed to report to vote. Those types of additions to some of our core products. We have some nice partnerships with cities around stuff like traffic data. We have a great partnership with the city of Boston with our Waze app. And there's more stuff to come. So stuff I can't talk about just yet, but watch this space. And we're actually announcing something in about a half an hour on the West Coast, which I can't talk about because we're live streaming, but that will be exciting. So we have a great panel of experts here to talk to us, as well as some presentations from the companies. But to get us some housekeeping and kick off, Bobby Carlton from Mass Innovation Nights.
Hey guys, I'm Bobby Carlton. I'm the founder of Mass Innovation Nights, and this is Mass Innovation Nights number 75. So if you are tweeting, use the hashtag Min75, and we will be including you in our after event roundup. Also, I like to tell everybody that if you see something cool at a Mass Innovation Nights, we're counting on you to tell somebody about it, whether it's through social media or not. If you see something cool, you can blog about it, you can tweet about it, you can put it on LinkedIn or Facebook or take a picture or a video, or just tell somebody if you're not into social media. That's okay. Over the last 6 years, we've launched over 750 new products through Mass Innovation Nights. So thank you to the Mass Innovation Nights community. And that's all of you. I'd love to see a show of hands. Who's here for the first time for a Mass Innovation Nights? Whoa. All right. Okay, we're going to do a little church social thing. What we're going to do is keep your hand up, new people. All right? People who have been here before, make a new friend. You've got a minute. All right? Go and talk to them. All right? I'm going to, no people, hands up. Okay, yep, there you go. Good work. All right, time's up. Time's up, time's up. All right, back up here. Woohoo! Are you kidding me? Who's got the wolf whistle thing going? All right, folks. We're going to get going here. You're honest to God, the minute is up. All right, so what we're going to do right now is, we're going to have to wait for the chatterers to die down a little bit, right? Okay, good. Excellent. All right, if you are standing in the back and you're going to be here, move into one of these seats, okay? Move right down the row. There's a whole bunch of seats. There's a seat right here, whole bunch of seats over here, because we want our wonderful crack technology team to be able to see what's going on. All right? Yes, move in, away from the doors. There we go. Good job. All right. We've got, real quickly, rapid fire job opportunities. Who has a job that they're hiring for? What you do is you stand up at one of these two microphones. There's one here and one over here. If you've got a red dot on your lapel, You're going to be coming to one of these microphones and telling people the name of your company and what you're hiring for so people can get a look at you. Do we have anybody hiring today? Or are they all out there networking? Aha, we have a hirer.
Hi, my name is JP Van de Kapel. I work at AccuTime Systems, and we're looking for some Java WizKids.
Okay. All right. Java what is? Java WizKids. All right. Anybody else hiring that's in the room? Oh, we have another one. Yes?
Hi, I'm Eric Silberstein from Drug Dev. We're in a beautiful converted mill building in Newton, and right on the waterfall. And we are looking for many software engineers, 4 product managers, and a whole bunch of people for our professional services group, especially people who may have had previous experience with patients or clinical trials.
And a partridge in a pear tree?
Yes, and again, Drug Dev. Thank you.
Got it. Okay. All right. More hiring. Okay. We got another hirer.
Hi guys, I'm Rebecca from LearnLux. We help millennials learn personal finance skills through online learning tools. And we're hiring someone who can do financial models and a bunch of summer interns for a myriad of positions.
Okay. Hiring?
Hi, I'm with EMI Financial Solutions, but this one is from a close friend that asked for help. He's looking for a senior consultant, digital commerce, US innovation in Jersey City. So whoever is interested, experience in retail banking, strategic consulting, and MBA would be quite an asset. That's
Okay. And the company name?
I cannot tell
Okay.
this one.
Go find you.
Hi, my name is Tim Medeiros. I'm here with C4 Analytics. We're in Saugus, Massachusetts. We're hiring social media analysts as well as senior account strategists, so basically SEO, SEM experts.
All right. Next.
Yeah, I'm Manuel Barroso, Positive Business Consulting. We are hiring for project managers with IT experience across the entire supply chain and integration with CRM on cloud and on premises.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Rob Durant. I'm with WordStream. Personally, I'm hiring for inside sales representatives, but the organization itself is also looking for computer engineers as well as a number of marketing positions. So if you have any interest in any of those, I'm happy to represent the organization today.
Okay. Thanks. One more.
Hi, this is Buwan from SQZ Biotech. We're looking for summer interns.
Okay. Thanks. All right. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn things over to our wonderful group of experts. These are people from the Commonwealth who are here because we are doing civic technology this month. And they're going to come up and give you what I call their 15 seconds of fame, not their 15 minutes of fame, but you'll be able to find them out in the networking area afterwards. Okay? So who's kicking it off? You'll have to introduce yourself now.
Hi, everyone. My name is Jay Ash. I am the Secretary of Housing and Economic Development for Charlie Baker. And unlike the rest of you who are taking pictures of me, I'm going to tweet out all of you. So I did this at a high school graduation speech. It was a selfish way of getting people to follow me. I took pictures of all the kids sitting down in their caps and gowns, and the parents all in the crowd were following me, so it was a pretty cool thing. I want to thank you all for being here. We're happy to be here to support what's going on here. I'll tell you, as a practitioner, anyone ever use SeeClickFix? There you go. Okay, great. SeeClickFix has been a tool that we've used to engage. When I was city manager in Chelsea, we used to engage residents. Residents were empowered to go around with their smartphones and click pictures of things that were broken or needed to be fixed in the community and sent them to me. They were, in fact, my eyes and ears in the community. Very important tool that we connected with. I left the city 6 months ago. People who have been calling me and saying, when are we going to get our next email from you? I was using email as a broadcast to spread out the message to 1,000 people in Chelsea. The point is that social media is important. The things that you're doing here, you're thinking about, you're going to be doing is important. And on behalf of the entire administration and especially Governor Baker, we want to thank you for doing what you're doing in Massachusetts. The guy who just introduced a job opportunity in New Jersey, you'll have to leave right now. And I look forward to working with all of you. Members of my team are here, including Katie Stebbins, way in the back, who's the Assistant Secretary of Technology, Innovation, and Entrepreneurship at a very important position in our administration. Anyone has any questions, see Katie, and I'm glad to be with you all here tonight.
Hi, everyone. My name is Bill Oates. I am the Chief Information Officer for the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. So again, on behalf of the Baker administration, I just want to thank you all for attending. Let me tell you why I'm here and what I'd like to offer you all as you come together. First of all, there's a couple things that I think we are doing at the Commonwealth level with technology that's important to all of you. The first thing is we're really focused on partnerships. There historically has always been a gap, a barrier between all the great things that go on outside of government and technology and the stuff that goes on inside government. So what we're trying to do is create partnerships to break down those walls. Great relationships with organizations like the City of Boston. I served as the Chief Information Officer for Mayor Menino at the City of Boston for about 7.5 years. Always felt that there was an opportunity to connect cities and states better. The application that Secretary Ash just talked about is one that we started in Boston called Citizens Connect, and then we rolled it out to almost 60 cities and towns across Massachusetts. We're looking for partnerships with all of you who are interested in civic tech, that are interested in helping us solve the problems that government faces, to help constituents get better services and to have a better quality of life. That's what we're looking for. The second thing that I'd just like to touch on is we sit on a treasure trove of data around the Commonwealth of Massachusetts. Unfortunately, sometimes government is fragmented, so that information is fragmented as well. We're spending a lot of time to identify that data, to unlock it, and to make it available as appropriate to all you folks that want to use it. Use it for research, use it for application development. We truly believe that we can build critical mass around new solutions and new ways to identify and to solve problems across the Commonwealth. So we really want to partner with you. We really want to open up this data and make it available to you. And we're really excited, and we hope that it doesn't take 75 more Mass Innos to do another one on civic tech. But thank you all for having us.
So I'm Chris Osgood. I co-chair Mayor Walsh's Office of New Urban Mechanics for his Civic Innovation Group. Our goal is to invent the future of city services in Boston. So if in Boston today you want to report a pothole, you can use, as the secretary said, a mobile app. You can also use your mobile phone to be able to pay a parking meter, pay a parking ticket. You can get on your desktop if you're a parent, check the status of your kid's school bus. You can use it to enroll in school. If you want to weigh in about a development project near you or text in about an idea for what should fill a vacant storefront, you can do that with the city. And you can check the status of a permit online as well. This and many, many more solutions were actually built by all of you. Built by civic entrepreneurs who partnered with subject matter experts in our building to deliver better services for the people of Boston. So if any of you have a great idea and a problem that you want to solve in the city of Boston or elsewhere, come talk to us. We're the Mayor's Office of New Urban Mechanics.
How am I going to go after those guys? So my name is Harlan Weber. I'm the founder and lead organizer of Code for Boston. We're a volunteer group, part of Code for America's volunteer brigade program here in the United States. We also have a program internationally called Code for All. We're a volunteer group of developers, designers, data analysts, researchers, writers. It's a big tent. Everybody here in this room, you're welcome to come hang out with us. We partner with our municipal partners, the city, the state, Cambridge, Somerville, working on volunteer civic applications, opening public data sources, and generally sort of using technology to improve the social good. Let's put it that way. We have a weekly hack night that we do every single week across the street at the Cambridge Innovation Center. We run hackathons. We work with our city partners to open data and all sorts of other civic technology activities. For you guys, we would love for you to come hang out. We offer you an opportunity to use the skills that you've developed in the private sector in a volunteer basis to really make a difference here in the Boston area. We also offer you a chance to connect with other like-minded individuals and to have a chance to work with our wonderful municipal partners on projects that really matter for yourselves, for your neighbors, for everyone here in the Boston area. I'll be out there. Come find me if you want to go do some civic tech volunteering.
Okay, so in addition to all of the startups that are out there launching, we also have student startups. So every month we have a student startup spotlight, and today we actually have students from Bentley University. And Fred, would you like to come up and just say a couple words? Again, that 15 seconds of fame.
We'll keep this short. Well, first of all, we are delighted to be here. Thank you very much for inviting us. Most of you probably think of Bentley as a school that really produces outstanding accountants and people know economics and finance. But what I'd like to just remind you of is the fact that we have an absolutely outstanding program in entrepreneurship. And we teach our students how to think like entrepreneurs, how to plan like entrepreneurs, and how to execute like entrepreneurs. Two great examples of our young, budding entrepreneurs are here today. The Scarlet Age and Zip. And Bernadette Hopin is going to talk about her business, the Scarlet Age.
So hi, my name is Bernadette Hopin, and that's my partner, Laura Montemare. And we are the Scarlet Age. So right now, 1 in 3 first dates are a result of online dating, making it the #1 way that people meet each other now. And with the blossoming popularity of dating apps like Tinder and Hinge and OkCupid and hundreds more, people are now agreeing to meet up with complete strangers that they meet online, talking for just a short amount of time, and many of these apps are only matching people based on location and mutual attraction. Unfortunately, this means many women are being put in potentially dangerous situations. Many of these situations are resulting in sexual harassment and sexual assault. In fact, 1 in 4 women will be a victim of sexual assault and harassment. And this is why we're creating the Scarlet H. The Scarlet H is an app that allows women to review a man's safety score before they agree to meet up with someone that they're talking to online. So a safety score is accumulated based on other women's reviews that have gone out with that guy. So right now, one of the biggest issues facing women that are using dating apps are safety, and that's what the Scarlet H is addressing. And the safety of our users is our main priority right now. So if you'd like to hear more about what we're doing, we'd love to talk to you. Our booth is out there to the left. And thank you, and I'd love to introduce you guys to Zip, the other Bentley startup.
Hey, how's everyone doing tonight? So real quickly with a show of hands, how many of you hate having to clean your bathroom? And now going off that, how many of you have ever wished to have just a single room cleaned, like your bathroom or your kitchen, but not yet the entire place?
Well, that's the exact issue that we at Zip have set out to solve. Zip wants to completely redefine the way you think about hiring a cleaner. So we've removed the standard hourly minimums by creating an area-specific service. So what that means is we'll come clean something as small as just a single bathroom for one low flat rate. Zip is a perfect solution for a wide range of customers, from roommates both in college and post-college to families, and even some commercial customers such as retail stores and restaurants. We'd love to tell you more about how you can receive a cleaning and a swipe, so make sure to stop by our table right over there and say hello. Thanks, everyone.
All right, we're going to go right into the presentations from the 4 companies that you all voted for online. So out of all the companies that are out there, 4 received the most votes online as of noon yesterday, and they have 5 minutes to present. They get a nice little timer up here because Google is awesome. And on top of that, one of the things I always tell them is don't be too concerned when you're presenting if all you see is the tops of people's heads. Right? Because that means they're working for you. All right? So if you're tweeting out, we're probably going to see a lot of the tops of the heads during these presentations because you are working for these companies to help promote them. Mass Innovation Nights is a visibility event. So the idea is if every single person in this room sent out a tweet or posted something on Facebook or LinkedIn or Instagram and used that Min75 hashtag, we can help promote companies and get them a lot of visibility at this event. All right, so you're all being set to work. This is no fun party, right? This is work. All right, we're gonna start off with We Vote, and you've got 5 minutes on the clock, and then the big hook descends.
Thanks. Thanks so much. My name is Andy Curran, and I am the founder of WeVoteProject.org, an exclusive social network for voters and to engage with their elected officials and their candidates. So, how often have you heard that people just don't care about politics? I think a lot of people. And and how often do we hear that, there's just no way that any real political change is going to happen because people are just too selfish, too stupid, or too lazy to make a difference in their community to get informed and actually make a difference. Well, apathy as we know it, I believe doesn't actually exist, but rather that we live in a society where we have obstacles and barriers that really keep us from being informed and engaged, and that creates an overall environment of apathy. So let's just start with Beacon Hill. This is a prime example, but it can be used in state legislatures all over the country. State legislatures pass over 99% of all legislation in this country, where Congress only passes just under 1%. Over 24,000 bills were passed last year in state legislatures, and especially in states like Massachusetts and my home state from Nebraska, that have received Fs in transparency ratings from the Sunlight Foundation. A lot of times it's very difficult, almost prohibitively difficult, to get the information that you need to know what your legislators are doing to actually represent you. So this is just an example. Massachusetts, in this state, sometimes you can't even find out how your representatives are voting on certain bills, and it just creates this overall, reason for, why would people care if they can't even know what's going on in their state government? The second is public space. Obviously, we've put a price tag on the freedom of expression of ideas in our country. Whoever has the most money is going to have the loudest voice, and that's going to dominate the visual and mental environment, and that is going to mean that you're going to base those decisions off of who's ever spending the most money. And sometimes there's a lot of really great ideas that just don't have the money to really get out there, but it's really important that we hear those ideas so we get the full perspective of what's actually going on, so we can have a full debate on actually what's important and how we move forward as a society. The media, a lot of times in our public debates for president or Congress or even our state legislators, we're given sound bites and we're not able to really know what they're doing. So what we've designed is we see that there's just a huge window of opportunity to connect people to the political process in a new way. And we think that people are willing to put money towards something like this because we donate billions of dollars towards political campaigns and organizations every year. And if you haven't seen WeVoteProject.org, and you're at least somewhat interested in what's going on in your government, most everybody has absolutely loved it. So we actually measure the market opportunity here in three ways. First is the social market, the social forces. Public trust in the government is at an all-time low, and combine that with the amount of money that is being spent in our political campaigns every year, getting higher and higher, and the technology has seemed to completely pass what is going on in government. We're so hyper-connected, yet we can't even connect with our candidates in any kind of meaningful way. So WeVote Project is really just focused on that, and we've designed our product to engage, educate, and empower voters so that voters can verify themselves as real constituents, so that their representatives and politicians can know who they're talking to, creating a more confident conversation online, and getting rid of all the spammers and trolls that might exist out there, and creating an environment where others' ideas aren't, the visibility of them isn't based on the amount of money spent, it's on the quality of the ideas. It's basically a Reddit for government. So, just real quick, what people are saying, PolitiFact.com founder and Pulitzer Prize winner Matt White said verification is our killer feature. And Annabelle Park, founder of the Coffee Party movement, said it's a game changer in government. And this is our team. That's Matt White up front, and that's the rest of the guys. And I just want to thank you for your time, and hopefully you can check out WeVoteProject.org and support our Kickstarter. It's going on right now. 2 questions.
So we can take 2 questions while we're switching the presentations to the next one.
Any questions? Sure.
Sorry, guys.
Sure.
So in this world, the way I look at it, political voting wise, there are two parts. One part of the population, or three actually. One part of the population is really, really engaged in politics. They're the large contributors to the political campaigns, super PAC. Then the second type of population is like, I would vote for presidential elections along with any elections at the same time, but largely forgoes the local politics during the off presidential cycles. Then there's a third type of population that basically are not, their voices are not heard. And they're generally either language is a barrier, there are different barriers, social barriers, whatnot. So my question is I didn't hear anything, or if it's your idea about engaging the people to turn out a vote because it is a right and also a responsibility, or am I completely off track about sort of what you're trying to achieve? Forgive me.
We're trying to lower the barrier to entry to participate in your government. And the first thing that you need to do that is to create a more social environment where people aren't so spiteful and thinking that people are just throwing money at a message and just getting bombarded with media and advertisements and things like that. We want to create a social network where you can't buy your status. The only way that you can elevate your status is by contributing good ideas to the community, and other verified registered voters in that community vote it up. And that's a self-governing system that we've created, and we found that it works pretty well. Any other questions? All right, thank you.
Let's go back. There we go. All right. Good evening, everyone. My name is Remy Carpenito, and I'm the founder and CEO of Campus Tap, the private social platform for colleges. I want to walk you through a quick story right here. A few years back, I was in college, and I was playing baseball up until my sophomore year. My junior year, I decided I wanted to focus on my career, and I quit. And I wanted to get ahead. So I talked to a few of my professors to fill up some of my time. And they said, join the finance and the accounting clubs because they were really popular. I was a tech geek. I took to a flyer board, saw free pizza and technology. I obviously attended. And I showed up, and there was only 2 women in the room with 5 boxes of pizza. I said, there's something seriously wrong here. Technology is pretty popular. So I showed up to the next event. There was a Fidelity recruiter there with 10 students. 3 out of those 10 students got hired, and I was one of the 3. And I wanted, so that summer I worked as a full-time database analyst, making $22 an hour. And before that summer ended, they extended me a full-time offer of $70,000. I was blown away, and I took a step back, and I realized that there was only 10 students in that room, yet I just got an insane job offer. If students knew about these opportunities, they'd show up. So I wanted to create a platform to make it easier for the students to seek out these opportunities, and actually not seek out these opportunities, would seek the students. So that is what Campus Tap is. It's a private social platform, but I want to talk about 2 quick issues, is that there's nearly $12 million is spent on student retention each year. This is due to students transferring or dropping out. Additionally, nearly 50% of students are underemployed or unemployed post-graduation. The whole point of going to college is to get a job. So this is where Campus Tap comes into play. We help students get connected to their campus and create a more connected campus and community, and we get them acclimated to peers, groups, and events, as well as internships and jobs. So it starts all the way back at the admittance process. They build out their profile, and they're connected to peers, groups, and events based on those personal interests and field of study. And then we aggregate that extracurricular involvement and match them to internships, jobs, and mentor. So the platform starts social and then pivots into a career platform based on their actual activity outside of the classroom. So the market we're addressing is huge. It's a 21.8 million students in the US. It's $56 billion is spent on information technology. Even more so, though, in Boston, there's over 60, in the greater Boston area, there's 60 universities and colleges. There's over 300,000 students in this area, and that's why we're here, and that's why we started here and stayed here. The pricing model works as we sell directly into the colleges, into the directors of career services and alumni associations, so they can get the career outcomes data. So the platform aggregates all the information on the system, so they can spot trends within the university and they can track those outcomes. We also allow businesses to recruit from the platform. This is a newer feature within Campus Tap, so they can get top talent brought to them rather than them having to say, hey, here's a great job, I hope you guys apply. So we're working with 2 use cases right now. One at STEAM, there's 3 use cases, but I'm gonna highlight 2. One's at MIT, the STEAM platform, which doesn't stand for science, technology, engineering. It's actually sports technology and education at MIT. We have companies like Nike and Patagonia posting projects in here for students to get them matched to things like building the next waterproof seam and the next future fabric. It's pretty cool stuff. We're really excited to be powering it. Students love it. The quote unquote, "it's sick" is a common thing that's said. At Wheaton College, we displaced their entire career services platform with Campus Tap, and that includes user profiles, event creation, career fair management, internships, jobs, and a very robust mentor platform, which we're excited to power for them. We're actually expanding this summer. Last week we were out in Anaheim. We had over 50 personalized demos, and we're starting to expand. It was our first time venturing out beyond New England, and the feedback has been super positive. We have some great prospects, and we're actually opening up beyond kind of just the colleges and private organizations, including potentially, we'll see, the PGA has shown interest, and we're demoing to them next week. We're really excited about that, and we're adding a deeper layer of human intelligence to it by adding a psychological assessment into the software, which we're really excited about. If you guys want to come out and learn more about Campus Tap, we're over to the right. My name's Remy. You can find us on my colleagues Nicole or Silvana, and we're happy to answer any of your questions. Thank you guys very much. Questions? Any questions?
While we swap out the presentations?
Little guy, question? No? Yes. Yes.
Hi. So, as a recent graduate in a school in Boston, there are a lot of these services that schools offer. Where do you think your product stands out? What is that one thing that you're offering which our current career services are not offering to us?
Yeah. The biggest thing for that in particular is the recommendation engine. So we aggregate all that activity and we understand you better as an individual, so we can recommend you jobs that are actually relevant instead of you having to fill out filters manually to seek out opportunities. So that's, I'd say, if there's one thing, that's the big differentiator, is the recommendation algorithm. Thank you. Another question? Anything? Yeah, sure.
Start just at the college. A lot of kids start when they're in high school or even in middle school, when they start building the curriculum.
Sure.
Why do you plan to start at that time when the kids really start doing the differentiator? So when they get to the time of get a job, they actually are, either get a job or good to start a new company.
So you're saying back in pre-college, like high school?
Pre-college, right?
Yeah. So we've
start
actually
building the plan, themselves, their curriculum.
Absolutely. We've actually been in conversation with some private high schools who are interested in it and starting this life cycle before admittance into college. So I think there's an opportunity there. Right now, we're really focusing our efforts on the higher education space as they've shown the most interest. But I can definitely see this being applicable to the private high schools and even public high school space. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Itamar Tsabari, and I'd like to ask you a question. Doesn't work? Doesn't work. Maybe. Oh, sorry. My bad. Works. And I just spent 20 seconds. Okay, let's start from the beginning. Good evening, everyone. I'm Itamar Tsabari, and I'd like to ask you a question. How many times has injustice been done to you, and you've done absolutely nothing about it? How many times it happened again, and instead of using legal services, you just complain at Facebook or Twitter? Well, you're not alone. Over 50,000 people refraining from using legal services each and every day, just like you. It's too complicated. It takes too long. Costs too much. You know what? You don't even know where to start. Well, I have a solution for you. League, making legal simple. With League, you can file a lawsuit or defend yourself in 4 steps and 5 minutes of your time. Using League, you'll be able to file small claims, solve family matters, deal with car accidents, personal injuries, real estate issues, and much, much more. But we're helping lawyers as well. Lawyers today spend tremendous amounts of time, money, and effort trying to reach clients. And at the end of the day, you are the ones who are paying that price. You're sitting in their office and they're writing the bill. So with League, they can just sit in their office, drink a cup of coffee, review and quote only the cases that they find interesting. And they pay us only when you decide that they are the lawyer for you. So it's the most cost-effective service that's currently available. Our current revenue, we are charging $200 on average per click. If you like the lawyer, you clicked on him. If you like the quote, you clicked on him, and then we charge him. Future revenue streams, we want to connect you with mediators. We want to encourage you using mediation and arbitration rather than courts. Why? It's faster. It costs much less. Competition, currently, we are the only service that cares enough to give you everything that you need, from small claims to everything else. We have 102 legal fields in League. We have an amazing team that's fully passionate and dedicated to change the way we're using the legal field. And please help us by following us in Twitter and tweeting "Having Legal Problem, just League it," because League is making legal simple. So till this day, using the legal field was way too complicated. From League moment on, League, making legal simple. Thank you very much. If you have questions, I would love to answer. No questions, we're good. Oh, yes. Can you come to the microphone? See, I've learned.
Thanks so much for your presentation. I totally agree. There are a lot of injustices done every day that none of us really respond to. But I think, to play devil's advocate, a lot of people would say that we have a pretty litigious culture as it is, and that in itself is a problem. Mm-hmm. How do you sort of solve for that to make sure people are not just filing lawsuits in cases where maybe it shouldn't be something that they really go after?
Okay, to begin with, when people are saying that we have, there are too many lawsuits, I completely agree. There are too many unjustified lawsuits. The problem is that today, the people who does use the legal system and actually file lawsuits, they know exactly how to use the system. They are very aware of the benefits of it. But the people who really do need to use the legal system, who are being abused on a daily basis, it's just inaccessible for them. So to begin with, I would say, let's make it a bit more accessible. And so that's one. Two, about 30% of all the lawsuits that are being filed to courts, they're filed wrongly, in a wrong way, therefore they fall. So, and the courts still need to deal with it. So we are trying to reduce the clout there. Now, three, it's not an easy process. So we allow you to start communicating either with lawyers or we're filing it to small claims court on your behalf. But even during the process, you see, we convey that it's not an easy one. So it can take a year or two till it's being resolved, and only if you feel that you really need to do so, you will do it. And of course, later on, as I said, we want to incorporate mediation because we do believe that we need to change it from courts to mediation. I think it's healthier that people will sit and talk rather than sue each other in courts. Anything else? No? Thank you very much.
Hi, everybody. My name is Rich Neese. I'm the CEO and founder of Vocally. Blown away by the quality of the presentations before me, so I'm going to one up a little bit, and I'm going to bring in Hollywood actors. So if you guys could play, this is a very short video, and I'm going to chat with you right after the... Oops. Should have used Vocally.
New ideas for a better workplace.
Ooh, suggestion box.
Yeah, I've got some concerns about how we're handling the press kits. Just write it all down. We'll take care of it. You know, one thing we could do is look into drop shipping. Okay.
A successful organization thrives on the contributions of its team. But at a certain point, the old system for sharing ideas just can't keep up. Failing to engage your team can put you at a real disadvantage. As your most valuable asset, your staff can have surprising insight on how to make your business run better.
What's going on? Oh no. I'm gonna fix this. You're gonna No, there's a paramedic here. You need to check out Vocally. Vocally?
Vocally is a streamlined way to foster innovation and solutions from your team. Easily collaborate on ideas and submit them to department heads to take action. Want to solicit suggestions from your team?
We need a better system for handling the press kits. Something safe and efficient.
Run a company-wide campaign to get fresh ideas. Vocally even charts how each suggestion is saving time and money.
If we drop ship the packages, we'd save money, get the stuff delivered faster, and have fewer accidents.
Contributors can even share credit for their ideas and follow along with the progress of their submissions. You can reward points to contributors for the ideas that have impact. Vocally is for all ideas, big and small, and for all kinds of organizations, from manufacturing to healthcare to government agencies. By fostering an environment where your team can be heard, you'll increase the innovation that makes your business grow.
What a great idea.
Help your team be vocal with Vocally.
Okay, so, I have a quick question for everybody. How many people have walked into a business or belong to an organization or something like that where you see a suggestion box? And how many of you have actually put something in one of those suggestion boxes? For the few of you that did you ever hear back from that suggestion? No, okay. So the reality is previous suggestion programs, I'm actually trying to advance this, it's not working. But the reality is for most organizations that have suggestion programs, whether they're civic-minded or whether they're organizations, the suggestion programs really cause more problems than they do solutions. The typical scenario is I see a box, I put an idea in, and I think it's the best idea in the world, maybe a horrible idea, that's fine. I put it in there, and the person who needs to receive the idea gets something like, hey, you guys should find a way to fix this. So what happens, that person has a day job, they actually have to find the solution to that problem and address it. That doesn't happen, they don't respond back to that person. Person wonders why, my great idea, the best in the world, I never heard back from anybody. So you've actually taken an issue where you're trying to find solutions and you've created resentment in an organization. So what Vocally does is we look at problems and we look at ideas and we help people and organizations create avenues where when people submit an idea, they submit the problem, we coach them through it, what the solution is to that problem and what the defined benefits to that idea are. And then as it moves through, they get feedback in their idea, they can submit their idea publicly to a whole bunch of people, they can vote on it, crowdsource it, an organization can create challenges if they're looking for solutions to specific problems. Now our history is that our first product, we're a spin-off of a company, we built something in 2004 for a large hospital, went so well that we realized 10 years later, let's build a product around this, and that's Vocally. So we've got, a company, customers such as the City of Washington, D.C. using us, Calgary Public Library, a large bank in Silicon Valley, and such. So I'm not going by slides, but essentially how it works, the idea moves through, and people can, collaborate in those ideas, improve them, and they can create engagement among either your community, your company, your organization, customers, things like that, and that idea ends up moving through much more efficiently. And as I mentioned, we started in an employee engagement space, helping organizations drive employee engagement, and we're moving into civic engagement where, we can create avenues where cities can put ideas out there and people can comment on them and such. So again, I've moved on through this because I didn't know my slides, so lesson learned. We really try to coach people. So other features, polls, surveys, things like that. So I'm open to questions, I'll let the next person come up.
Thank you for that presentation.
I think the applause is for you.
I think it's a very good idea. The reason is when you go for some public places, for example, last month I went to get a visa for a Schengen visa. You need to get your thumbprint and photo print. And there were people there just doing that, and they say, can you write this suggestion box? They would take that and put it there and see that. If it's not right, they would tear it and put it aside. So these things do happen. I think this is a fantastic idea.
I appreciate it. Appreciate it. So you actually witnessed them take the idea out of the box. Wow. Wow. So, I hope you got their name. Yeah. All right. I appreciate it. Any other questions? Oh, thank you. Thank you for the time, everybody. All right.
All right, so that was our last presenter. We got a few more housekeeping items. Number one, I want to say a big thank you to Google from everybody here for having us tonight. I also want to say thank you for them donating awesome prizes for the audience choice winners. So right now I'm going to announce the results of your votes. Hold on, we have paper. All right. And again, we still have a driver's license that somebody lost. Our first winner is Bike Beacon. Our second winner is We Vote with Play Local. And our third winner is Campus Tap. Yay! And the grand prize winner for the most favorite product here, the Audience Choice Award winner, is Opportunity Space. Yay! All right. We also have a panel of secret judges that go around and look for the technology product and the technology company with the greatest opportunity and the greatest potential. And this prize is sponsored by Venture Fizz, one of our super awesome partners. What they do is they are offering the company that wins this prize a 3-month or 1 quarter profile on their website to help them hire new people. So, and that goes out to Vocally. Yay. And all of our winners also get wonderful certificates suitable for framing. Some other housekeeping items. Number one, on June 15th, I want to tell everybody that one of the things, if you liked our event, you might also like the MIT Enterprise Forum of Cambridge, their Startup Spotlight event, June 15th at 6 p.m. at the Nerd. The next Mass Innovation Nights is Min 76. Oh my God. At MITRE in Bedford, and it's going to be healthcare IT and security. I'd also like to let you know that we always have an after party at Mass Innovation Nights. And if you saw some of the awesome coupons from the Ames Street Deli and Study Restaurant, you may have also passed them on your way in. Actually, if you go out on the garden area out here and look over across the street, that's where the Ames Street Deli is. And we will be there for the Mass Innovation Nights after party starting at 8:30. Or if you want to leave a little early, I think they'll be ready for you whenever you just showed up. And they also have promised us a punch bowl. So also all these little, these things are coupons, good for free stuff. So there may be some on your seat, so check when you get up. You may have sat on one, and there's also some extra ones hanging around. Again, if you tweet with Mass Innovation Nights number Min75, we will include your tweet or your Instagram photo or whatever in the Storify for the event. And go out and help make these companies famous. So thank you for coming again, and have a good night.